which is consumed during the process. So there is still one piece of glass involved, not two, but one.
Okay, yeah.
And you know, it's because glass has the thermal stability. You know, that's the benefit of glass that they haven't been able to replicate with polyamide. You know, I don't hear very much of discussion that will go away. Now they do displace one piece of glass for encapsulation with OLED. LG is doing a metal encapsulation, and Samsung's doing a thin film encapsulation with multiple layers. I guess that is probably less expensive, but yeah, I'm not able to say really how much less expensive that is. It's more expensive from a capital standpoint, but
is the glass? Do you think is it an issue in an annealing and basically a high temperature process? Is it that it breaks, or that you need to have longer takt times for cooling and heating, or is that not a big issue?
Well, I wouldn't say. I mean, it's difficult to say longer takt times because it's all using a glass backplane substrate anyway. Now they have progressively gone to thinner and thinner glass. I mean, the standard now is a 0.5 millimeter for Gen 8, and often 0.4 millimeter for the smaller Gen sizes, and down even maybe 0.3. And that obviously reduces the thermal mass and can improve the thermal, you know, the ease of thermal stabilization. But I would say that primary advantage of glass is, again, it's that thermal management and you know, holding a very, very low coefficient of expansion. And yes, the annealing, or the I think it's called compaction, is a potential problem. Asahi has a very low compaction glass by the nature of the process that they make it, because they make it with a flow process. Corning has had to counter that with a different kind of composition, and Corning is challenged to make a glass that's low compaction. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
Okay, so coming back again a little bit away from the glass, I said the other layers, they are more interesting for us. Do you have any information about the other layers following? So what are the costs there, investment costs and running costs and things like this?
Yeah, so I don't have a lot of information on the layers themselves, the chemicals and materials. So you know, for example, I'm looking at our cost model, and you know, for 55-inch LCD, we have the glass substrate being a little less than $15, and just chemicals and materials about $10, $9.50. But no real detail in among those.
Sorry, this was per module, or this was per square meter, or what?
Let's say for a 55-inch, which is pretty close. It's actually conveniently pretty close to a square meter.
Ah, okay. So the 950 is basically per the 55-inch TV.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't have any detail, and frankly, I would say not a tremendous amount of knowledge of the chemicals that I guess you are trying to sell into.
Do you know about processing costs of those chemicals then on top of the glass sheet?
Yeah, I mean, the processing costs are, let's say, typically a bigger capital cost than